Oh my God, could you be any more stupid?
Hold on, I got explosive slide. I can help you, Donnie. I'm coming!
Fuck! I told you to cover my back. What were you guys doing?
I was trying. I had slaughter slide and tried to destroy all the zombies around you, but I was too late.
Oh my God! And I just bought Jug a moment ago too, only to lose it because you morons cannot do one simple job.
Dude, Donnie, why the hell did you even think to pack a punch-your-gun when there was a horde of zombies? The only one who is a moron is you.
Yeah, I agree with Obama here. You allowed your intrusive thoughts to win and ran headfirst into a train of zombies with no way of surviving.
No way of surviving? You guys were supposed to cover me, and the sad part is, the only one who even tried to do that was Joe. He ran straight into the zombies to do it as well.
Yeah, because he said he had slaughter slide, a gobble gum that causes empowered grenades to shoot out in front of you every time you slide.
Obama, you have a dingo. The most powerful light machine gun. You could have easily killed the zombies that were coming towards me.
Yeah, I have a dingo, but that doesn't mean it would have saved you.
That's cap! Do you even understand how strong the dingo is in this game, Obama? Are you perhaps stupid? The dingo isn't just the best light machine gun in the game. It's one of the best guns. Period. It's one of the most damaging weapons. In fact, on this round, it would be one-shotting the zombies. The dingo might as well be a fucking wonder weapon!
Wait, really?
Yes!
It doesn't change the fact that I couldn't have saved you. I might have the dingo, but I would have needed perfect accuracy from this distance.
That just means you're trash.
Oh my God, I'm not going to argue this stupidity any further, Donnie. You always do this. Go on long, trivial rants.
Okay, can we, move on from this, please? We have a match to play.
Yeah, what Joe said? Let's just move on now.
Well, now that we all have Jug, we just need to wait for Excavator 6 to come and to get our hands on the Gersh devices.
Oh, and try not to get grabbed by the astronaut zombie. You wouldn't want to lose your Jug after all the time it took for us to get it.
Yeah. I don't even want to think about going back to no man's land again when Obama just wants to spend all his ammo getting points and getting us potentially killed in one go.
Dude, Donnie, I need points to try for the Gersh devices. How many times do I have to say that?
Yes, but everything in moderation, pal. You can grab some points, but when the shit hits the fan, don't try to scrap every last second to earn a few more points off the bottom of the bucket.
Yeah, okay.
I swear there's going to be a point where we all die at no man's land because of that shit.
Yeah, I'm starting to get frustrated with it as well. I swear, if that shit keeps happening, I'm gonna leave the game.
Dude, George, don't be like that. We'll get this Easter egg done. We just need to be patient.
Yeah, well, we don't have all day.
Whoa, cool. I got the ray gun Mark II.
Wow, so now Joe gets a good weapon. Meanwhile, I have to fight for my life just to get a hit at the box?
You had your chances, Donnie.
At least I got a pack-a-punch weapon.
Oh, so you actually managed to keep that weapon?
Yeah, I picked it up from the pack-a-punch before I died. The only thing I lost initially was my Jug, which I just bought again. By the way, the zombies aren't moving when I look at them. Did one of you guys use fear in the headlights?
Yeah, that was me. I used it so I could use the box during the fire sale, which I'm not sure was the best idea, given I only got to use it once, but at least I got the Mark II from it.
Wow, you got the ray gun Mark II on your first hit during the fire sale. What luck.
I wasn't sure you could get 2 ray gun Mark IIs on this map.
You can get 2 ray gun Mark IIs on any map, George. They just have different chances. Like on Origins, getting the Mark II isn't easy at all to obtain from the box. Then you have Buried from Black Ops 2. It's ridiculously easy for the entire team to get it within the first 30 minutes.
Isn't it like a 50% chance to obtain on Buried because it was the map it got introduced on?
I don't think it's 50%, but it's a high chance for sure. Every time I've played that map, pretty much everyone has obtained it early at some point.
I don't think I've been that lucky.
Well, if you have the shittiest luck, sure, but regardless, it has a higher chance on Buried compared to the others, at least from my experience.
All right, well, what exactly are we doing?
We're waiting for the Tunnel 6 excavator to appear.
Is that it?
I'm still trying to get the Gersh devices with little success.
Well, that's at least 2 objectives.
Obama, can you confirm that we can do 50% of the Easter egg once we get the Gersh devices?
No. The most we can accomplish without the orb is grabbing the panels and doing the Richtofen step where we have to charge up the golden rod.
Damn.
One of us needs to get our hands on the wonder weapon as well. We cannot do one of the orb steps without the wave gun.
I thought it was called the Zap gun on this map.
The Zap gun is its base form, Joe. It can transition into either the Zap gun pistols or the wave gun. The Zap gun pistols, though, are pure ass and will almost certainly get you killed. Just use the wave gun.
Yes, but make sure to use it like you would the thunder gun. It has little ammo, but will pretty much wipe out an entire train.
Oh, sounds like an awesome weapon.
It's basically a microwave weapon.
Boils them on the inside, ha.
Well, there's no need to worry about that. I just got the wave gun out of the box just now.
No shot, seriously?
Yeah, looks like our conversation allowed the box to grace us with the wondrous of weapons.
Well, I don't know about it being the wondrous of weapons, but It certainly scratches that off the list of things we needed.
Now, all we need is the Gersh devices and Tunnel 6's excavator to hurry the fuck up. Hey, random thought, you guys, but don't you just hate when someone just insults you straight to your face because you don't agree with them? And they just go on acting like it's fine, and everything they meant is right, and they don't regret a word?
Sounds a lot like you, Donnie.
No, seriously, it happens so often now. Their ego is so extreme, like stop acting condescending with a tone of, I know exactly what you are better than you do because I said so, and because I'm right sort of attitude, like please kindly fuck off. You don't know shit?
Donnie, have you been reading Twitter comments again?
We're still calling it Twitter?
I'm not against bashing you, because you know. But you shouldn't take those kinds of people seriously. They go around acting like they're right all the time. But in actuality, they're just stupid and just don't know it.
It's called narcissism. They live in their own head.
Well, Donnie loves himself a lot.
Why are you taking shots at me? This is a genuine issue. Also, I don't love myself, I love America.
Well, I certainly would be concerned if you didn't give in your previous profession.
And that will be my profession again, you'll see.
Will we?
Hey guys, let's pay attention to the game now.
Yeah, so did you get anything good, Obama?
No, the box is stingy with the Gersh devices. It refuses to give them up. I got some shitty SMGs, shotguns, and a rocket launcher. What about you? Did you get anything decent? If not the grenades, then some weapons?
No, I got a bunch of hot garbage.
Hey, the rocket launcher is actually pretty decent against the Keeper boss fight in Der Eisendrache.
Yes, one instance where an explosive weapon is actually good for something. There is such a thing as a one-trick build, George. Ever played it from Soft Game?
Yeah, I have. What's your point?
One-trick builds are builds you use specifically for a boss against that boss and nothing else besides that boss. Or at the very least, they are built solely around fighting bosses and have no practical use outside of a fog gate.
So basically that lightning one-shot build someone made in Elden Ring not too long ago that uses the ancient dragon incantations?
Yes, exactly. Literally exactly that. There's nowhere you could use a build like that practically outside of a boss. It would be so annoying.
Okay, yeah, I guess I can understand then.
Certain weapons absolutely rock some shit, but outside of that, they're complete garbage.
Is this game serious? How long are we going to wait for Tunnel 6's excavator to turn on?
Is this going to be one of those matches where we wait a total of 30 minutes for one excavator?
I will not sit here and wait that long. I'll fall asleep long before then.
Yeah, of course you will. Would have guessed.
And we still need the Gersh devices so we can at least wait long enough to get those and see from there.
Yeah, but the Gersh devices are only mainly required for the panels and lightly required for the second last step, basically. Outside of that, if we don't get Tunnel 6 broken, we'll be here for hours.
Yeah, I'm not going through rounds on the moon forever. Things are only going to get harder the more rounds we are required to waste because an excavator doesn't want to turn on. We better get some good RNG soon.
Oh my god, yeah, the dingo is so fucking great. Can someone get me up? I'm not exactly in the best spot.
Are you seriously mocking me right now, George?
What, about the dingo?
Yeah, what else? Do you think I don't know what you meant when you said that? Are you kidding me?
All I'm saying is that it's not as great as you made it out to be.
No, you have made your intentions quite clear. The dingo is great. It is the best light machine gun you can obtain without map-restricted guns like the MG-08, which is arguable whether it's better or not.
I mean, I can have an opinion on things, Donnie. Why must I be told what is best or not?
No, that's true. I understand having an opinion, but it's different when it's a fact. It literally doesn't matter what your opinion of the dingo is, George. It is the best in its class. At the end of the day, this statement is true for any game that has quote-unquote best items or weapons that are analyzed and calculated to be the best in their class or in the entire game. If you can't properly use said weapons or items, it doesn't mean they're bad. It just means you suck.
He has a point, George.
Yeah, but Jesus Christ, do you have a lot to say about it?
I'm just making sure you don't say something stupid. What I'm actually doing is helping you, George.
How exactly is that helping me?
By not falling into the trap that something isn't good just because you're lacking proper skill with them. Ever played Bloodborne?
Yeah, what about it?
Almost everyone agrees that Ludwig's Holy Blade is one of the strongest weapons in the game. It's so busted that it's often called the beginner's best friend or a noob's weapon.
Oh yeah, that fucking thing. I don't even think it's one of the best. I think it is the best weapon.
Best is sort of subjective, given the community we're talking about here.
Oh yeah, easily the most gate-kept community. You can never play the way you truly feel good about without eating a pile of shit from some hardcore player. Anyway, the point is, no matter how bad or negative others can say about Ludwig's Holy Blade, it's a fact that it's a busted weapon and does ridiculous damage. Calling it anything else isn't an opinion, you're just wrong.
Well, if there's no room for an opinion to fit, then yes, that makes sense.
You have favorites and those will be your best choices, but when it comes down to the technicalities and the best things, only you are the problem. Not the item, not the game, and especially not the fucking weapon either.
There's a fire sale, guys. Get to a box if you can.
Oh, I'll get to a box, but I'm pretty sure Obama's going to take every turn and never allow me to even touch it once.
No, if you want to take turns, I can do that. At least you actually asked this time.
Nah, I'd rather go somewhere else.
Dude, I said you could. Running to another box will just...
Are you serious?
How could you possibly go down, George?
It's those stupid crawlers. You all left the moment the fire sale started, so you spawned those things in.
Like I said, just use the dingo.
Kind of hard when I had no chance to. Those teleporting crawlers and the zombies are annoying to deal with at the same time.
At least you aren't complaining about the dingo this time.
Yeah, it's fine. I swapped out my other weapon for the Galil, though. I remember this weapon having a unique headshot multiplier.
It's also an iconic classic.
Meanwhile, none of us have gotten the Gersh devices. We've had several fire sales and points dumped into the box, and it refuses to give them up.
RNGesus's desire sensor working overtime to spite you, Obama?
For real, though,
Good Lord, Obama, how many points have you spent on the box already?
more than I would have liked. I already have a decent weapon and the wave gun.
Well, we could speed this up if George could contribute to getting the Gersh devices as well.
I could, but I still need to prepare and stuff.
Do you still need to prepare? We've wasted like 5 rounds since coming back from no man's land. What the hell did you waste your points on?
I threw some points at some perks and a few hits at the box. However, given Obama keeps hogging the box, I've not really been paying too much attention to my points.
So what is it then? Do you need to prepare, or are you just indecisive with your points?
Maybe a bit of both, but let's not forget that I've died twice since returning from no man's land. I don't have Jug anymore, and I'm trying to be sparing with my points so I can get it again later.
You realize that for you to get Jug again, we're going to have to go back to no man's land twice, right? Because when we go back this time, it'll be 100% speed cola.
Damn it, you're right.
Moon really makes going down for any reason one of the most tedious things ever. Even worse if Jug is stolen by that damn astronaut.
Did I mention how much I hate Moon?
I know I mentioned it, but I don't hate it because it's a bad map. It's just far too tedious that playing it for anything other than doing the Easter egg is just a bore.
Yeah, because when you die on this map, you have to spend 84 years just to get Jug back. If you do the Easter egg, however, assuming you actually have luck, as long as you don't die, you'll keep the perks forever.
Yeah, imagine that. In order to have fun on a map, you need to first do the Easter egg.
Which map, realistically, could you have fun on for the longest time?
Any map with the Sliquifier. Easily one of the funnest wonder weapons to use in the series.
The Sliquifier only exists on one map, dumbass, and Die Rise is pure shit.
Yes, but the Sliquifier makes it so much better.
Sprinkling gold shavings on a pile of shit doesn't make it any better. It's still shit. Anyway, Die Rise sucks. Let's move on.
My God, I can't stand you.
I'm not sure if there exists a map that you could, in theory, have fun on no matter how long you play.
Assuming we are not exaggerating the meaning behind how long you play, the only map I could feasibly consider is either Origins or Shadows.
Origins I can sort of understand, but why Shadows?
Well, it has a lot to do. It's not absurd like Zetsubu no Shima and not easy like Revelations. It's balanced.
Yeah, I don't know about any of that, but I do like Gorod Krovi.
Okay. Gorod Krovi might actually be worth considering. The Mark III is really fun to use. And there are dragons. As much as the idea of dragons makes little sense in a zombies mode, it's dragons, so I'll let it pass.
And mechs too. Can't forget about the mechs.
What did that just say?
The excavator's controls were restored.
Who just turned off the excavators?
Yeah, it was Joe.
Are you kidding me, Joe? Why the fuck did you turn off the excavators?
Was I not supposed to?
No, you weren't.
I don't understand.
I thought I saw you without your suit and tried chasing you to see, but I can tell I was too late.
Obama, if you were chasing him, why wouldn't you say anything? We're literally in Discord.
Yeah, why on earth would you chase him? You could have just said...
Yeah, same. You could have just told me not to.
No, don't you dare go saying anything. You're the problem here.
Now we will have to wait even potentially longer for the Tunnel 6 excavator to show up.
What, seriously?
We were literally saying this almost an hour ago, Joe. The game chooses randomly which excavator turns on. However, when they are on, they cannot be activated twice, obviously. So if Tunnel 6 isn't the one activated early, you keep the others on until it is. Then you hack the other excavators.
Oh shit, I messed up, sorry.
Well, at least you can apologize for it. But it doesn't change the fact that we now have to wait, possibly another 30 or 40 minutes for it to show up.
I just had a random thought. I'm assuming the Excavator RNG starts the moment power is turned on, right?
Yeah, why?
What would happen if you kept Biodome shut then? Does the excavator attempt to destroy it?
That is a good question. Do we know if Moon follows that basic principle?
By basic principle, do you mean how some of the other maps won't do certain things if parts of the map aren't accessible?
Yeah, like Kino, for example. Kino won't produce crawlers if you never turn the power on.
That is true.
Origins does something similar with the
Oh
Panzer.
my God, I went down.
He will never spawn in on round 8 if you still have no man's land closed.
Is that a matter of extending the spawn time, or can he just not spawn at all?
Indefinitely, until you open no man's land. You can prolong his arrival for as long as possible. The problem is, once you do, the next round immediately spawns him in. So if you plan to do it that way, you better get everything done before he does. So having said that, if Moon works in a similar way, then perhaps we can only make the game choose between two excavators, Tunnel 6 and Tunnel 11.
At that point, it's just a 50% chance that Tunnel 6 is the first one to turn on, but it's better than the current odds.
Well, hold on. We don't even know if it's true that the game works that way.
Why wouldn't it? The game has no reason to destroy the biodome when we aren't even in there.
Yeah, but I have a reason to believe Moon is one of the maps excluded from that sort of mechanic. After all, hasn't the excavator destroyed Tunnel 11 before, when all doors leading to it have been closed? I could have sworn that was true in my previous attempts playing this map.
And how sure are you, George? Because I think even a single door leading to it might trigger the possibility of it being activated.
Do you think even Stamina Up's door might trigger it too?
Yes, it might be small things like that. That can trigger it.
Maybe.
Do we know if that tunnel is open right now? Didn't Tunnel 11 come earlier?
It did, so someone must have opened that tunnel.
No, I think I did when I went for Stamina Up earlier. Easily one of the best perks for traversal nowadays.
I think Cold War has made you rely on that perk too much, Donnie.
Maybe, maybe not. Stamina Up in Cold War is 1,000% times better than any version of it that's appeared so far. Even in Modern Warfare 3, it's just not that good.
Yeah, because you get to upgrade the perk 5 times. No wonder it's better.
Yeah, but they could have just made the upgrades a part of the perk's basic effects. In Modern Warfare 3,
Do you guys think Black Ops 6 will be as good as some have been saying?
I recently saw an interview with Kevin that spoke about how this was the best zombies they have ever created. But I've heard that statement plenty of times before in the past. I'll hold my breath.
Well, we have to think with the facts this time.
I got you, George.
They are reintroducing Gobblegums again in Black Ops 6's Zombies mode. How do we feel about that?
I'm not sure. Gobblegums were the best form of effect-based advantage ever introduced. Black Ops 4's system of elixirs were utter trash. They made alchemical antithesis an elixir, like why?
I think I remember there was something about the elixir being a recreation of Gobblegums or something.
Well, they existed in the Chaos timeline as well.
Yeah, but two different scenarios for their creation can be easily devised for both continuities.
I'm gonna pack a punch. Cover me, please.
Chaos timeline makes sense given the mythos they were following. The Ether storyline would probably have been devised solely on the basic theory of the Gobblegums' power and stuff.
Doesn't explain why the Gobblegums were no longer used, though.
Maybe Dr. Monty took them back, so they had to get creative and create the elixirs. I could see Richtofen doing that.
Maybe, but moving on from that, I think Black Ops 6's zombies might be game-changing because of their inclusion of that new system they spoke about. You know, that Omni movement they were preaching during the Black Ops 6 Direct?
Yeah, this is something I'm actually excited for. With omnidirectional movement, we can now sprint backwards. So if they include zombies' worst enemy, the dogs, now we can sprint backwards and keep our speed so we don't have to get our face chewed off every time we need to deal with these pesky fuckers.
Yeah, Omni movement in Zombies will be a game changer for sure.
Are they still going to use dumbass operators, though?
What? I thought the operators were pretty cool.
Of course you did, Joe. I bet you got the Ice Cream Man bundle, where you get to run around as an ice cream cone.
There's an ice cream cone bundle. Where?
Oh my God.
There's no ice cream bundle, Joe.
Don't tease him, Donnie.
Not my fault this moron believed me. He's a gullible fool.
Oh, come on, really? There's no ice cream bundle?
No, Jesus Christ. Let's get back on topic.
They aren't doing random operators anymore for zombies. Seems they finally understand that the Zombies mode should be its own separate thing.
Yeah, but who the hell was that one chick? Like, I recognize Carter, Elizabeth Gray, and Weaver, but that last one, she's just some random character I've never seen.
I do think I've seen her from somewhere, but it certainly wasn't from somewhere zombies related.
Hopefully they have half-decent quotes like the ones our boys had. That's what gave them life and character.
There's no reason for anyone to expect the best from these operators, though.
Should we even be calling them operators? It sounds like a full crew like in the old days.
I wouldn't dismiss the possibility that you can just select a different character, one which is probably a fucking gingerbread man or something, completely breaking the immersion of the scenes you're in.
Hey, yeah, I remember doing the Cold War Forsaken Easter egg or whatever. And after Maxis gets trapped in the dark ether, The cutscene, meanwhile, just has like 4 player-controlled Maxuses getting arrested. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Aside from the general hate of having no developed cast for zombies, that is exactly the problem with operators and zombies. It completely kills the immersion of the mode when you can just play as the same character across all 4 players.
Yeah, it was funny, though. Seeing Maxis greet Maxis after she stepped out of the portal back in Firebase's Easter egg was absolutely ridiculous.
Well, we have gotten news on what the launch maps will be, or at least one of them is well known because it's just a multiplayer map designed instead for zombies, which is already a bad sign.
No creativity is there.
Yes and no. They have the effort to reshape a map with zombie elements, removing the plainness and adding the mystery, but aside from that, it's literally just lazy.
What about the other map?
Apparently, it's going to be in the same vein as Transit.
Hopefully not like a 1-to-1 remake of Transit, because I couldn't stand that map's progression at all. It was so tedious and impossible to help anyone ever.
No, I certainly hope not. I don't want a single part of Transit on that map. I'm fine with it being reminiscent of Transit, but it will literally just be a lazy design if they remaster Transit for Black Ops 6.
People have been wanting a Transit remake for a long time.
I'm fine with the references of Transit, like postcards and stuff talking about Green Run or something. But when I say reminiscent, I mean the fact that at the heart of what Transit is, it's a bus depot village area.
So the general theme should remain the same, but it should be in itself original?
Yeah, exactly. It can simply be the successor to Transit, featuring similar concepts, just not Transit itself.
What was it called again, or what was the rumor?
Liberty Falls, I think.
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Waiting is an understatement. We have to wait until November before we can play the game.
But they're supposed to be having another showcase at one of the events taking place sometime in August or September. Was it?
It's Gamescom, and it's in August. If they do appear there, then there's a chance we might see legit gameplay of the mode, rather than the short teaser they gave us during the Direct.
Where are you off to, Obama?
I got the Gersh devices. We should head to No Man's Land soon if possible.
Oh, really? You finally got them?
Yeah, after all this time, I actually managed to get the stupid things.
Yeah, but before you do, can you guys pick me up?
You're not doing so great without Jug, eh, George?
The only reason I'm still playing right now is because I'm with you guys. If I was with anyone else, I would have already left.
Really? That's not very sportsmanlike of you.
Don't pretend you wouldn't leave a game if it was hot garbage, Donnie.
You're right, I absolutely would.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And honestly, I'm considering just leaving if we don't make any real progress with the Easter egg. We have been here for 17 rounds, and we have only just gotten the Gersh devices.
Well, I did get the QEDs early, didn't I? Obama also got the wave gun as well, right? That's needed for the Easter egg.
Oh yeah, and then you went ahead and restored control to the excavators, which, in order to even begin the Easter egg in earnest, Tunnel 6 needs to be here.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Like I said, if we don't get any shit done, or if that Tunnel 6 piece of shit on wheels doesn't show up, I'm gone.
RNG is a real bitch today.
Honestly, again, we wouldn't even need to worry about RNG if Joe hadn't restored the controls on the excavators.
Yeah, okay. You don't need to keep bringing it up. I fucked up. Just can we please move on?
Well, no choice now, George. We have to deal with the hand we've been given.
Sorry, guys, I stopped the recording earlier because we weren't doing anything, but then I forgot to turn it back on when we were retrieving those panels.
Oh my God, how much have they missed?
The entire time we were at No Man's Land, and after when I used the QEDs on the panels.
Okay, that's fine. They didn't miss much.
Yeah, for the first time, we actually managed to go to No Man's Land normally without some guy trying to put a dent in the zombie population.
Yeah, whatever, buddy. Also, Joe, can you go over to that standalone computer that's in spawn in the corner next to the door leading to Tunnel 11? All you have to do is tap or hold the use button or just keep spamming it until Richtofen talks.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. How long am I supposed to do this?
Until the screen turns green, just get used to the lore dump that's going to happen. I'm sure you'll like it.
All right, cool, thanks.
In the meantime, we have to wait for Tunnel 6's excavator to show up.
That's the last thing we have to do, isn't it?
Yeah, we can no longer proceed with any of the other Easter egg steps until the orb is spawned in. Talk about the shittiest predicament to be in right now.
We're doing fine so far?
Your ability to remain optimistic even though we aren't doing fine, Obama, is very impressive.
Oh, I would love to play a game.
Obsession with American women. All they do is play games.
Well, things could have been better had Joe not restored controls on the excavators.
Yeah, we would already be a few rounds ahead of this crap if things had gone as planned.
Well, if it were as planned, we would have at least provided Joe with a bombshell in his skull, so he couldn't have fucked up something so incredibly simple.
Well, simple is clearly too hard for that skeleton on life support to understand.
Oh, hey, the screen turned green, guys.
Not yet, buddy.
What the hell? It turned red again. Wait, is that Dr. Maxis?
Scanning for hacksaws.
Yeah, it is.
How the hell did he get into the computer terminal? Is he somewhere on the moon base?
Pay attention to what they're saying, dumbass.
Okay. No need to be rude about it, sheesh.
You should never have kept the DG2 from production. You should never have tried to steal the plan for the MTD.
Stop the madness, Edvard. We were supposed to help the human condition, not destroy it.
Indeed.
So Max has tried to take Richtofen's ideas, huh?
It's not the full story, Joe.
Richtofen was just over the moon about his ideas being shoved away and his more successful ideas being seemingly coveted. The both of them were in this business together.
So Richtofen is just being petty and spiteful because his achievements couldn't overshadow Max's?
I guess you could think of it like that. Whether Max is taking ideas, stealing ideas, or simply preventing new promising ones is true or not, Richtofen clearly felt jealous or irritated by him.
Enough to trap him in a teleporter with his daughter Samantha and literally start all of this.
It's funny because the incident with the teleporter would have been the focal point of the entire Zombies timeline. Can you imagine what would have happened if Richtofen never trapped them inside the teleporter and indirectly sent Samantha onto the moon, where she could get trapped in the MPD and start this whole mess?
Sure, it might have been different, but it's just as easy for fate to correct itself. If not Samantha, then some other individual would have done it.
Yes, but what Samantha used the power of the ether for would be different than another. Samantha used it for revenge. Anyone else might just do it for pure evil.
You're basically describing Richtofen's plan for it.
Yes, but Maxis robbed him of this when he detonated the planet with multiple warheads.
So the story goes, but let's not forget that Samantha may have started off with revenge, but her corruption because of the ether certainly shifted her priorities.
Yeah, in the lore, Samantha does a number of fucked up things with various others in conjunction with her original goal of killing Richtofen.
She fucks with Yuri and those at the Ascension launch site and starts the outbreak at the Pentagon, among other things.
Relax, guys. Sammy's not at fault for those things.
That's the only thing I want to hear from you regarding Samantha, Joe.
Why? What the hell did I do now?
Don't act stupid, Joe. You know why I would say that.
Yeah, I can take a guess. Honestly, you're always on my ass about this shit. You always immediately assume it's going to be something weird or creepy.
Yeah, especially when you begin by calling her Sammy. The direction that would have gone already spoke for itself.
It's short for Samantha? What the fuck is the problem?
What's your problem? You could have easily just said her name correctly instead of using short forms.
It's easier to say Sammy than Samantha. Why is that even an issue?
You literally just said her name twice. And you say it's hard to say, you're just making excuses. This isn't a Richard Dick situation, Joe.
You don't have a right to assume that?
I have the right to assume what I believe to be the truth, Joe. Anytime you refer to a child in a cutesy way, it's always just wrong.
Whatever.
Yeah, many people do it, but coming from your mouth, given your, history, I don't think anyone wants to hear it from you, like, ever.
What the hell happened?
I'm done. I'm sorry, but I'm done.
Oh my God, I had the recording off.
What exactly was the problem, George? We literally had everything but the Tunnel 6 excavator.
That's the problem. We were on round 20. Round 20, for fuck's sakes, and we haven't even started the Easter egg. Explain to me how we literally had everything. Why are any of you even defending this game anyway? We shat all over Joe for less, and that was because he ended the round because of his stupid ice staff upgrade puzzle. This is an Easter egg, which I should remind you, Joe's the reason for this problem as well.
I told you it was an accident. How was I supposed to know that you had a particular trick to getting Tunnel 6's excavator to
Oh my
appear?
God, why weren't
I
any
already
of you
told you
covering
before
me?
that we spoke about this.
What, in passing?
I got you, Obama. Joe, cover me.
You never
Are you
explicitly
kidding
said,
me?
don't use the hack tool on the excavators, not once.
No, I definitely remember. You probably just forgot like you always
And
do.
if that's the case, what exactly was the point in telling
Just
him?
die, Joe. Obama already left. This
The
game is
result
ruined.
would be the same, Donnie,
And
literally.
the Origins game we played. Why are you all so adamant that I'm the reason we all died?
Joe, I didn't want to say this because it would destroy your whole world, but you do remember saying that we would be fine? That nothing was going to happen when you prematurely ended the round?
There's no way I said that. You're capping.
Oh, yeah? Then what's this?
You got some balls, Donald.
Wait, who the fuck just killed the last zombie?
None of us had any zombies on us, so it was definitely Sleepy Joe that killed the last one.
Sorry guys, this fucking loser was bothering me while I was trying to do the ice staff upgrade puzzle. I keep messing it up because of it.
Oh my God, I swear if I die because of that shit, Joe.
Calm your tits, George. Nothing is gonna happen.
Explain that, Joe. Explain to me what you just said in that video literal moments after you ended that round. And you wonder why we blamed you for getting us all killed. We weren't blaming you for no apparent reason. We blamed you because it is your fault.
Wow, I did say that, didn't I?
Yeah, and then directly after you said that, two Panzers immediately spawned into the map, first trapping me in the tank path's catwalks for the lightning staff part, and followed by George getting one tapped and then Obama getting killed.
Damn, I never thought.
Yeah, you said that before. Anyway, this shit is history, but I agree with George's assessment. You screwed this game for us when you restored controls to the excavators.
Okay, but I know for next time if we decide to play Moon again.
No, Moon was just a warm-up for what our next map will be, which is the map we are going to do the Easter egg for. So, what's it going to be?
We haven't decided yet, have we?
It's been a rough couple of minutes. I don't know if I have anything in mind right now.
Okay, but first, the maps we are not doing are Gorod Krovi and Zetsubu no Shima, because these ones have some trial and error steps that I do not care to struggle with for right now. Our only realistic choices are Der Eisendrache and Revelations.
Well, Moon is still an option, so long as we plan for it this time. That means proper gumballs and proper setups. No room for any possible error. We get through the map within 2 rounds or not at all.
I'm surprised you were still up for Moon given how much you had to say about that last match, George.
Yes, as far as matches go, that one was utter trash, but that doesn't mean the map itself is trash.
Yes, but we should set up regardless of whatever map we choose.
Yes, but Moon is remarkably easier if we go straight to comparing it to Der Eisendrache and Revelations.
Did you forget that Shangri-La exists, George? That map is easily the hardest map. It's one of the biggest pains in the ass.
Yeah, that pile of shit.
I guess we'll decide later. For now, let's just come back to this when we decide we're ready.
Sounds fair to me.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, see everyone next time.